So, out of the Brushmakers Arms, welcome break, and we just want to get back to that road that we were on, coming down from the church. And we're on our way back to Bishops Waltham. So we just want to follow Church Street around to the left, and then we'll be cutting off right in about 30 metres or so. So ahead is probably the only, why we call it hill, on the walk. But you just take it easy. Stop if you need to, which I certainly will. Whew, so we've just, I'm puffing because it was a slight little slope before we start the real hill. So we just come down from Upham at the top of the hill there. And now we begin our climb. You can never get any real sense of gradient when you see a video. It is quite steep, but it's not that long. And if you're anything like me, you just do a bit, have a rest, do another bit. Okay. It's always nice stopping and looking back and admiring the view. Whew. At the top, so that was another bit of a hill, just went up there, but nothing too bad. And you shouldn't let those two hills put you off doing this walk, because the majority of it is flat and easy, really. What little hills there are quite short. So really it was just that one back there. This one that I'm on now is not so steep, but just goes on longer. But yeah, the scenery is so fantastic that you just want to stop every 30 seconds anyway and have a look. Ooh. So at the end of the track you'll see a farm. We just want to cut, in fact you can see the finger post just behind that pile of rubble on the left. So the path just cuts behind that farm building. So after the farm you cross a little road, and the footpath's on the other side of the road. Do you know, I've hardly seen anybody today. The occasional dog walker. When I was in the pub there, I was the only one there. Just so quiet, peaceful. So after the second stile, since we came to the road, you'll see a footpath going off diagonally to the tree line over there, and that's where we're heading. So this stile will take you onto a road. We just want to go straight across, and there should be a footpath the other side. Oh, it's a long way down, that one. And up the other side. So, on the other side of the road, there's a fair idea of where the track is. It's just where people have walked in the grass. Now that kite, I don't know if you can see the kite. It was about 6 feet from me in the grass. Obviously I didn't have my camera ready. Oh, that was something. I think we scared each other there. But see its feathers and flapping its wings so close. And I fumbled with my camera. By the time I got all set up, it was a speck in the sky. Never mind, I saw it. That's the main thing. Oh, another high one. That's okay, there's a step there. So at the bottom of that field, where I saw the kite in the grass, we come to a little track, and we just want to turn right. Whoa! That's, went over my ankle there. Which then comes on to a road. Straight ahead. So we're only on this lane for a few minutes. Where it turns off to the right there, we'll be getting back on a footpath. And essentially going straight ahead. Just another few seconds stop just to admire the view. How green that field looks. There we go. So track comes out on a road because we're nearing the outskirts of Bishops Waltham now, and we just want to go right across. This is if you can through somebody's house, but the footpath is actually behind this fence here. Straight on at the crossroads. So I was just continuing. Oh, little birdie. I was just continuing down the path into Bishops Waltham, and I noticed this just on the right. See, I get excited about things like this. It's one of those footpaths that you want to explore. And seems to be going up there as well. Another day, another day. Oh, another one. Especially when you go through a hedgerow, you don't know what's coming. Sorry, that was just a little detour to explore the path. We are carrying on to Bishops Waltham. So as we approach the end of the walk, I'll just perhaps caution you about, obviously it depends what time of year you do this walk, but that last mile there was a lot of overgrown path. Nothing you couldn't get by, but the sort of grass and the ferns were brushing against the legs and arms. Now, I don't know what it is, but there seems to be an increase in awareness or anxiety. Is there more ticks now than there used to be? I don't know, but people are getting more serious about it. And to be honest, I mean, I've never, I spent the first 10 years of my life in short trousers, and I was always in the undergrowth somewhere. I was also a soldier I was a Royal Marine for 22 years, and spent half my days in the same sort of thing. And I honestly can say that I've never knowingly had a tick. I know there's certain areas where Lyme disease is a problem, and I used to live down near Dartmoor, but even then I'd be out in my shorts wading through the ferns. So I don't know, I'm not going to dismiss the anxiety that people seem to have about it, or the paranoia, call it what you want, but I'm just saying that last bit, it would be advisable to do that walk, this walk, if it's this time of year, make sure your legs are covered and your arms. Okay, sorry, that's my that's my advice for the day. I wouldn't like anything to happen to you if you do this walk. So when you reach the village and you come to a road, just go straight over a little mound in front of you. I couldn't actually film it there because there was a lot of children there and things, and I'm now in civilization. So over the little green mound, and then there's a path on the right, which we're coming down now, and I can see a road ahead of me. And I think we just got up there and we're almost back at Bishops Waltham. So you can probably hear the traffic now. So we're getting right into the heart of Bishops Waltham. And it's always to me it's always a disappointment. There's always something, you know, you've been out for the past few hours not seeing anybody from the countryside, then you come back to the reality, I suppose. Okay, so when you get back to Bishops Waltham, you can always, before you jump in that car and drive back to wherever it is you come from, there's some nice benches overlooking the ponds. Lovely spot. Unfortunately, you've got the traffic behind you, but kind of ruins it. But if I was to put some nice music against this, it would be. Another pleasant place to stop before you get back in the car is Bishops Waltham Palace. I'm not going to give you the history of it, there's so many YouTube videos about it. There's a few benches scattered about. Still get the sound of the road, but it's still nice. So here we are, back in the car park at Bishops Waltham. Oh, it's hot now. That was a real bit of a slog coming back there, that last couple of miles. I hope you get the chance to do this walk, it's really good. Lots of lovely countryside. You get the bonus of stopping at the Brushmakers at the halfway point, roughly the halfway point. So please, if you do the walk, let me know how you get on in the comments below, or any improvements that you might think of. And remember, weather's away, so cheerio.